Hello and welcome back. This is Emerald Mosaic. I'm back. I actually just made an attempt at a flower pour and messed it up, and I'd paused the video and somehow it stopped. So welcome back. My previous painting, I'll show you on another phone. It doesn't show up the color the best. But anyway, it kind of looked pretty at first while it was wet, but then it dried and it did not go well at all. Here's a close-up. All that white underneath just came to the surface and cracked, like broke through all of the other colors, and it's horrible. So I scrapped it. Well, I painted over it. And so what I ended up doing is I tried another swipe, and I decided to use fall colors. And so I attempted a swipe, and it did not work. I couldn't get any cells. And so in frustration, I took the paint that I had used and I just did a dirty pour. I attempted another swipe is what I did. And it didn't give me any cells, but it actually looked like a piece of wood. And that's ironic because it's on a piece of wood, but you get all this gold shimmery all the way through it. And I was like, you know what? That's pretty. I'll keep it. Sure. Now, because it's a piece of wood, I decided I'd try something on the back. And so I took the exact same colors, exact same paints, and I did a dirty pour. So I put all of the colors into a cup. Laid down white first, put them all into a cup, and poured them onto the wood. And this is what I got. I'm calling this Yellow River. And look at these cells. It is so pretty. A whole bunch of cells right here, and then a whole boatload of cells here at the bottom. That is just gorgeous. And so my mom, who is coming into town next week, she loves this. This is her favorite color, and so she's decided she's going to buy this for me. So I'm excited. Anyway, I'm attempting to do a flower pour with fall colors, a reverse flower pour, and I think part of the problem was, number one, this was not level. So I have put something underneath of my spinner to see if maybe that'll help level it. And also, I kind of think that I messed up on the napkin. So let me get a fresh napkin here. And I'm going to try this again. And hopefully I'll get a much better reverse flower pour this time. Get the corners, at least on over here, these two, so that you can find the corner to pick up. Okay. All right, so I'm going to try this again. I scraped it off, and so now I'm going to lay down my white and go from there. This is Sex Titanium White that I have thinned. That might be, it's probably enough. If not, I can add more. All right. I mentioned my first time making this video that I've been learning a boatload about how thin does your paint need to be. And that's been fascinating, that for different things it needs to be a different thickness, a different thinness, shall we say, Let me spin this to cover a little bit more. There's already paint on it, so it doesn't necessarily need to totally cover every bit, but I think I am going to actually add a little bit more just to get those last bits. Make sure that we have good coverage here. Nice thing, I have plenty of white. This goes a very long way. I bought a big bottle on Amazon, and it's going to take a long time to go through it, so that's nice. I don't mind using extra in that case. little stubborn bit on a couple of these. Come on. And a little bit over there. Come on. Okay. Spin it over time. All right. I have been wearing gloves, but I was changing gloves way too often. And that was rather annoying, so I just decided, it doesn't matter. Okay. All right, I think that's pretty close to centered. Let me see. That's one of the things about spinning is you do need to make sure it is pretty well centered. That's too far. There we go. Helps to have something to keep it objective. That's pretty good. Instead of eyeballing it. There we go. That's good enough. Okay. And now for haha. Haha. Wipe that out. Now for fun. Okay. Smooth it out a little bit. One of the things they said is that if paint is not thin enough, it'll leave a ridge. But I think that's also just partly because there's technically not enough paint in that area, so I'm just going to add some and then spin it again. I'm seeing a little bit there. There, it's starting to flatten out. That looks a lot better. Okay. Take some of this up. Cover that side there. Okay. That should be good. And check how close that is to the edge. Good. Good. Too close. Good. Just a hair. Good. Good. Okay. All right. I think that's centered enough. Hope it is. All right. More carefully this time. And try to get this so that each divot pours out to the petals. That might have been part of what went wrong last time if I didn't have it quite right. Okay, I think that looks good. All right, take 2. So yeah, I'm gonna start. This is a little bit of color pour wine. And a whole bunch of other colors that I was trying to adjust it because I realized that this wine has a hint of blue in it, but I don't have a regular red right now. It's the closest thing I have. So I was trying to adjust it a little bit to get it so it's not quite as dark, and so I'm okay with it. It's not quite as nice as I would like. I did use like regular, just the plain wine on the other painting, but for the flower pour I wanted to lighten it just a little bit. Okay, put just a little bit more down this side. Come on. Okay, need a little bit more than that. I just want a little bit, just for like an outline, just a thin outline. So I don't want to put too much of this. Also, I don't have very much left. So I'm trying to be careful of that as well. Okay, this is Acrylology Yellow. This is why I wear this, because I just splashed it. I'm going to use a lot of yellow. I want that to be the primary color for the painting. But when I did this earlier, I did the champagne on top of it and it didn't quite look right. So I'm going to do a little bit of orange and then a little bit of champagne and then back to yellow. This orange is Deco Art Cardinal Red mixed with I forget which yellow. I didn't write it down, so I'm getting a lot better about writing down what I'm doing, and that makes it easier if I want to replicate something, or at least, you know, use a certain color scheme that I liked, or if I want to avoid a certain color scheme. It makes it a lot easier if you've written it down. Yeah, I'll put yellow on top of the champagne. I just didn't want yellow, champagne, yellow. That didn't look right. But I'm going to go back to the yellow. Now some more red. Also, I think the last time I did this, I probably didn't use enough paint overall. So I'm going to use a lot more this time. I might end up going through this 3 times instead of just 2. Let me spin this and see how each petal is doing, because last time I had 2 petals clumped really close together. Like these 2 are trying to clump a little too close together, so I think it's still tilted just a little bit, but it's better than it was, a lot better than it was. So okay, I'll do a bit more yellow, 1 more. My mom and my son share the same favorite color of yellow. My mom also loves oranges and orange red and that spectrum. My son, bright yellow. That is his favorite color. Now he can feel free to correct me if there's any changes. I mean, he's a teenager and we all know teenagers change. So, and then a little bit more yellow. A lot more yellow. Let's see. How's this looking? This is gonna be pretty. I'm liking this. As long as my napkin part goes better than the last one, it should be really pretty. So, oh, the learning process. Do I want to do one more? I'm going to do a tiny bit of red, a whole bunch of yellow, maybe a little bit of orange. So just a tiny bit, just enough to go down each side. Come on. Okay. Let that go down a little bit. I don't want the yellow to like overtake it. So I want to make sure it gets to the bottom. This could stand to be a little bit thinner, I'm thinking. It's going to need a little bit more just to get it to the bottom. Okay, those are at the bottom, that's the bottom, that one's at the bottom. Okay, good. Now yellow. Okay. little bit of orange. Yeah, I'm gonna use a lot more paint than I did last time. That might have been part of the problem. A little bit of champagne, and then a bunch more yellow. Okay, that's looking good. This one is off center. It's doing the same thing that it did last time, and it's going down there. So I'm going to see if I can't. Nope. It is determined to go down. Okay, fine. Let me add a little bit more white. Yeah, not happy about that. What if I then add some white here? Get this. I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to try something to get this to go over there where it belongs. Go where you belong. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that'll help. But you have to fill the void, right? So therefore adding white. I don't know. I did this last time. I didn't like it. Let me just tilt it a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Okay. All right. Let's see what I can do here. Maybe turn it this way a little bit farther. Okay. Ending it with some more yellow. Okay. Big areas of yellow. This is almost empty. A few more drops. Okay. That will have to do. Okay. Yeah, this happened last time and it messed it up. And I can see it's already pouring down there already. So I don't know. I'm not happy about that. So I think what I need to do is just hurry up and finish this and see if maybe that'll stop it. Yeah, not going as planned. The question is, can I save it? That is the question. Dab it. Okay. All right, let me try this again. Okay, corners. And then these corners. And then very carefully lift it up. That looks better. Much, much better. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, I think this one is salvageable. Okay, I'm gonna scrape off some of this paint off of the spinner so it doesn't splatter everywhere. Especially over here where all of that one petal went. So we're gonna have a tiny petal, that's okay. Nature's not symmetrical. So it's perfectly fine if my painting is not symmetrical. Okay. Oh yeah. Come on, baby. Do your thing. Oh, that'll work. Yeah. Spin it the other way. Okay. So I have two petals right next to each other. That is okay. My center is way off center. Okay. Odd. All right. Now here's my next exciting thing. I now have a torch. This is a Legendary Chef torch, and I'm very excited. First time using it. Technically second time, because I did attempt it with my previous attempt at this. So, but yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't get more cells. I see some cells popping up. See if I can't pop some bubbles. Get some more cells. I do see a few cells here. Not as near the amount of cells I had the last attempt at this. I'm also going to lift up here, see if I can't get some of that extra paint to go down here. I see too much white. I don't know. I think what I'll do, actually, I'm just going to add a little bit more white over here and then spin it just a little bit more. I think that is going to help with that. Hopefully. Okay. Tilt it a little bit. Get her over the edges. Come on. Add a tiny bit more to get that over the edges. Come on. Okay, a little bit more right here. Okay. That was not fast. My fingers slid on the paint. Okay. And then I'm going to torch that little section to get any bubbles out. See if I can't get some of those cells to pop a little bit bigger. Ooh, oh, there we go. See if I can't get any more. More about. There's some cells. There's some. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Getting some very pretty ones. There we go. Very tiny cells, but given what I'm working with, that's okay. I have no Floetrol in here at all. This is all my paints are mixed with water because I don't have any Floetrol yet. That's getting very pretty. Let's do this one a little bit more. That is pretty. So more on the red. A little bit more over here. Okay. All right. Okay. They're tiny cells, but they're cells. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring the camera down and give you a close-up so that you can see a lot of that lacing and cells. All that popped up when I torched it. That's very pretty. I'm not sure what happened there. The center just kind of, I guess, blobs came out of the center and flew. But okay, this is going to be unique, and that's okay. I don't really like all that white space, but it is what it is. So yeah, so that's my flower. I'm not 100% happy, but it's really, really pretty. I think I did good with the colors. My camera is showing it more as orange instead of yellow. Like this right here, to me on the camera looks really like yellow orange. That is actually, to me, under the light, bright yellow. So might have to adjust with the settings or something, but I'm okay with this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this one. So Here's hoping that it looks better when it dries. In my next video, I will show you what it looks like when it dried. All right, y'all have a good one, and I hope this has inspired somebody to start painting. So if you do, let me know in the comments. If you like this, please like and subscribe. If you've started painting, please let me know. All right, y'all have a great day. Bye now.